Hey guys, Zach here from Move Outdoors, and today I'm giving you guys a SHOWDOWN showdown. On my left here, we have an Exodus Rival trail camera. This MSRP's for $180. And on the right, we have a Tactacam Reveal X Pro, which MSRP's at $150. We're gonna go over the features of these two cameras, put them head to head in the field, and decide which one you should spend your money on. This should be a really interesting experiment. I'm really excited about it. And at the end of the day, what I hope to do is help inform your decision of which camera works better for you. First, I'm going over the Tactacam Reveal X Pro features. So one of the awesome features about this is that it has a built-in LCD screen. This is the only Tactacam model at this point that has a built-in LCD screen, which is awesome for viewing what your camera's seeing while you're still setting it up without having to do that pesky test feature that previous Tactacams had. In addition, this camera has built-in GPS, so you no longer need to worry about someone stealing your camera, because you'll be able to track them down, go knock on their door and say, hey, I know you have my camera, the GPS says so. Tactacam Reveal X Pro has black flash technology, meaning the animals aren't going to be able to see the flash when it goes off. Now, Tactacam has 3 different data plans you can choose from. Each of them go by camera. So the first plan that Tactacam offers is called the starter plan. It is $5 per month per camera for 250 photos. Now the key there is per camera. So if you're running 10 of these, you're looking at $50 per month. Now, the flip of that is you do get 250 photos per month per camera, but personally, I've never used the monthly allotment for one of my cell cameras on the basic starter plan. Next, Tactacam offers the intermediate plan, which is $8 per month per camera and 500 pictures a month per camera. Lastly, Tactacam offers the Pro plan. The Pro plan is $13 a month, but you have unlimited pictures per camera per month. That would be the perfect plan for a guide or someone who is putting these cameras over bait and is going to get a lot of pictures. Tactacam offers a 1-year warranty on all of their cell cams from the date of purchase and only covers manufacturer defects. It does not cover if you're carrying this thing into the woods and you hit a branch and the antenna snaps off. It's not covering if you have a bear come up and try and eat your camera, like I've had happen multiple times. Thankfully not with Tactacams, but I used to run some cheaper cameras and I've had bears come up and decide they're pretty tasty, which would not be covered under Tactacam's warranty. Now let's open this up and take a closer look at the inside of the Tactacam. So on the inside here, you'll see a QR code to scan to register your camera, which we've already done here. And then you're going to find your buttons on the side here for navigating the menu, your power button down at the bottom here, as well as the enter button when you're going through the menu, and the nice large LCD screen, which I'm really excited to try on this camera. As far as the Reveal X Pro goes, you can choose whether you want to use a Verizon or AT&T network with it. In the box comes 2 SIM cards, one for AT&T and one for Verizon. So what I'd recommend doing is the first time you use this camera, make sure that whatever SIM card you put in first, you bring the other one with you in some sort of sealed container where you're not going to risk damaging it or rubbing it against other electronics, exposing it to static friction, anything like that. And then when you get to wherever this camera is going to hang, choose whether it's going to be an AT&T or Verizon network, depending which has better service. For the Reveal X Pro, the batteries are in a little battery cage underneath. You push the eject button located right here. You could hear it pop out and see it go down. Now, the Reveal X Pro is the same as other Tactacam Reveals in that it takes a whopping 12 AA batteries. The antenna for the Reveal X Pro is located off to the side here, same as the other Tactacam models, which is honestly something I wish they would change. I've had multiple instances, not only myself, but a few friends I have that run Reveal cell cameras, where this antenna breaks off. You can't carry it in a backpack with the antenna on, and you need to be careful how you mount it with the antenna on, because I had a buddy who set it up and actually had a branch from a neighboring tree in a windstorm come over, smack it, and break the antenna off. As far as mounting the Reveal X Pro to the tree, you have your typical strap option right here that runs through the back sides, and then you also have a cable lock option, which is very nice, and then of course your typical screw methods for mounting it on a screw-in trail camera holder or some sort of fence post mounting platform similar to how you'd mount a camera on a tripod. Lastly, the Reveal X Pro is compatible with Tactacam's optional solar panel or external battery accessories. Now that we've talked about the Reveal X Pro a little bit, let's go ahead and jump into the Exodus Rival. This is the Exodus Rival, Exodus's newest addition to their cell camera lineup. This, unsurprisingly as the way it's named, is meant to be a rival to cameras like the Tactacam Reveal X Pro, which is why I'm putting them head-to-head against each other. Now there is a $30 price difference between the two cameras, as mentioned previously, with the Reveal X Pro coming in at $150 and the Rival coming in at $180. So this camera is $30 more. The Exodus has a customizable 70-foot detection range. In addition, it has a 90-foot flash range with a 0.3 second trigger speed. The Exodus Rival does not have a built-in LCD screen or the GPS technology that was present on the Tactacam Reveal X Pro. However, the Exodus Rival has a 5-year no BS warranty from Exodus. Exodus is praised for their warranty, along with a 50% off damage and theft replacement policy. Meaning if this camera gets damaged or stolen by a bear chewing on it, someone stealing the camera from you, or you damage it in your backpack or accidentally drop it and the antenna breaks, if the damage you do to this camera deems it unrepairable, you're offered a 50% off discount on a replacement, which I think is huge. The Exodus Rival is only available on an AT&T 4G LTE network. For that reason, for this comparison, I will only be using the AT&T SIM card on the Tactacam Reveal X Pro listed before. Now again, the Reveal X Pro, you have 2 SIM cards in the package, but you can only use one network. This doesn't give you the option to switch to a Verizon network, but it doesn't change the functionality of the camera. You just don't have the choice. Exodus structures their data plans differently than Tactacam does. Tactacam structures their data plans based off the amount of photos you can receive each month. Exodus, on the other hand, structures theirs by how much data you're using each month. Now this trade-off is that you have many more customizable data options for this camera. And additionally, Exodus does not charge by the camera. So for Tactacam, you're looking at a start, $5 per camera for 250 photos a month. Exodus, on the other hand, let's say you purchase their 50 megabyte data plan. This gives you an estimated 1,000 photos a month for $5 a month. In addition, Exodus does not charge by the camera. You can have as many cameras as you want linked to that plan. You're just limited by how much data you've purchased. For that reason, I actually like Exodus's data plan options much more than Tactacam's. Number one, it's cheaper. And number two, you're not paying by the camera. So for example, I currently have 3 Tactacam Reveals, including the Reveal X Pro that I'm putting in this video. That means I'm paying $15 a month for a total of 750 possible photos. On the other hand, this Exodus, I'll pay $5 a month for up to 1,000 estimated photos on a 50 megabyte data plan for just $5 a month. For that reason, Exodus wins in the data plan options for me. If you extrapolate the savings of sticking with an Exodus camera instead of a Reveal camera, $10 a month, over the entire year, that will save me $120 a year for more pictures per month just by using Exodus. So for this reason, I'd say that for the average consumer, it makes more sense to stay with Exodus's data plan. However, maybe if you're a ranch or something, it might make more sense for you to go with Tactacam. Now, let's open this thing up and see what's inside. On the inside here, you'll find that the only way to set up the camera is through the Tactacam app. There is no menu options or a small built-in screen or LCD screen, not too dissimilar from other cell camera companies on the market. One key thing for me about the Exodus cell camera is that you only require 8 batteries instead of 12, which the Tactacam requires. On the side here, you'll see that there is only an online, off, and offline option for the Exodus cell camera. Once online, you need to connect to the camera through the Tactacam app to set it up. Let's talk mounting options. The Exodus Rival here has your typical loops back behind these braces for connecting the strap that came with the camera. In addition, there is larger loops down at the bottom where you can run a cable lock if you so choose. One thing I'm not a huge fan of here, actually, is that you can run the cable lock without locking out the door to your camera, which means someone could still come up, open your camera, and steal your SD card. The Reveal X Pro has an additional screw-in mounting here at the center of the back of the camera, and then one at the bottom, where the Exodus only has the one at the bottom. All in all, in terms of camera features for the price, I think I'd have to go with the Tactacam on this one. Now that we got these cameras registered and set up, let's go out, find a good spot for these cameras, and get a true comparison with what we all really care about. Which one takes better pictures, misses less deer, and sends the pictures faster.
Hey guys, Future Zach here. It has been about 4 months since I first recorded that comparison inside the apartment here. It is now mid-January. The temperature outside, the real feel, is about -35 to -40 degrees. It's really cold. I'm working on some videos, and I'm revisiting this, and I want to give a season-end update and discuss which camera I liked more and which one I'm going to be going forward with in the future for my personal cell camera usage. So to start off, I put both cameras out at about the beginning of October. End of September, beginning of October is when both cameras went out in the woods. Now from that time frame, I unfortunately did not make it the entire time with the X Pro for reasons I'll explain here shortly. The Exodus is still out in the woods right now. Like I said, the real feel is -35, -40. This camera is actually still sending me pictures. It's still doing a daily check-in. It just sends a notification to the Tactacam app and says, hey, I'm checking in. I'm still on the tree that you left me on. There's no issues. I'm still getting those despite the cold weather. The cold weather is certainly sapping the life out of the batteries of the Exodus, but that's to be expected. It's also sapping the batteries out of the 2 Tactacams I still have out in the woods. And couple differences that I found between the 2 cameras for what they send. The Exodus actually sends all 3 pictures that it takes, so both cameras are 3 bursts, or burst photo mode, so it takes 3 photos. And the Exodus sends all 3 pictures, where the Tactacam only sends the middle picture that it takes. So Exodus is really nice in that aspect because there's quite a few instances where if I was only getting the middle picture, I wouldn't really get the whole deer. You know, you get the picture of the deer right in the middle of the frame and it's running or something. And then you get a picture of, you know, from here back, which, let's be honest, you want to see here up. You want to know if it's a buck or a doe, how big of a buck it is. So I really like that it's sending all 3 pictures instead of just the middle picture. And then just real quick here, the Tactacam was not out all fall for a very specific reason. It stopped sending me pictures. And it did not stop sending me pictures because stuff stopped walking by. It stopped sending me pictures because there was suddenly a SIM card issue. And I don't really know what caused the issue. So actually I'm going to go through Tactacam's warranty process, which I have had to do once before for a regular Reveal X 2.0, and see if I can get this issue remedied. Basically, the camera was out in the woods. It was taking pictures, sending them perfectly for probably 2.5, 3 weeks or so. I didn't touch the camera. I didn't do anything with the camera. I wasn't even up in the area. And it stopped sending me pictures, and it stopped updating me. When I checked the app, it would say last update 5 days ago. the next day, last update 6 days ago, 7 days ago, 8 days ago, 9 days ago, 10 days ago. And that kept going. And when this first started, I was, of course, in South Dakota on a mule deer hunt. So I had to wait till I got back from that to go get the camera. And, well, hopefully go get the camera. Because at this point, I was thinking that my camera got stolen. Somebody turned it off, took it off the tree, and hadn't turned it back on yet. Well, I went and I looked, and the camera was right where it was supposed to be. I thought, okay, maybe the antenna broke. Nope, the antenna didn't break. The issue is with the SIM card. I don't know what happened. I don't know how it happened. All I know is that the camera one day just decided to stop sending me pictures despite the fact that it was still taking pictures. There was about 45 to 50 pictures on the SD card that were never sent to me. And actually the bad part is not all of them were even past the date that it stopped sending me pictures. I had a couple pictures that never got sent to my app, like three burst pictures. So I'm not saying like, well, I already said it sends the middle one, but it didn't send the first or the third. No, not that. I'm saying instances of animals walking past that were not sent to my app, but were on the SD card. So I was very unhappy with the Tactacam performance. And I mean, it's sitting right here. It's in perfectly fine condition. The issue is the SIM card right here. The batteries still have plenty of life. The SD card has plenty of room, but I can't get it to connect to a network, and it keeps saying check SIM, check SIM, check SIM. I swapped the Verizon SIM in. Same thing with the Verizon SIM. So this is clearly an issue with the camera itself. So I'm not happy with it. For $150, I would recommend that you spend the extra $30 on an Exodus trail camera. I was much happier with Exodus performance over the fall. Naturally, this is going to leave a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth. But in addition to that, I actually preferred Exodus photos at every time of the day. So right here, I'm going to throw up a comparison of nighttime photos between the Tactacam and the Exodus. Here is the photo comparison at dawn/dusk for the Tactacam and the Exodus. And lastly, here's the daytime photos. Now, those photos that I just showed you were the photos that are sent to the app. Those are not requested HD photos from either manufacturer. That is as they would be sent to you in the app. That's it. I much prefer the clarity and the quality sent to the app for the Exodus cameras. And because of this, and I'm actually really glad that I did this comparison because it's changed who I'm going to be purchasing my cellular trail cameras through. I have already purchased the new Exodus Rival A5. Hopefully that'll be here shortly and I can do a quick little review video on that. Once it's not almost -40 out, real feel. And I can actually go outside without worrying about frostbite in 5 seconds. I hope you guys found this video enjoyable. I hope you got to learn a little bit here. You determine what's better for you, what's worse for you. This is just my experience. I have nothing against the company, Tactacam. But like I said, I've had to use their warranty 2 times now. This is going to be the second time I have to use their warranty. I have 3 cameras from them. To me, that's unacceptable. And because of that, I'm going to be purchasing from Exodus from now on. That's just for me. They make a good budget camera. Tactacam makes a good budget camera, but I would not spend $150 on the X Pro. I would spend $110 or $120 on the X 2.0. And that's my thoughts, my opinion on the matter. The extra features that are listed on the X Pro are nice. I won't pretend that they're not. I absolutely loved the LCD screen when setting up the X Pro. I mean, it made setting that camera up so much easier. I mean, the ability to see exactly where your trigger spot is, amazing. Absolutely amazing. The features on the X Pro are certainly better than the features on the Exodus. However, The Exodus's performance is better. The Exodus's price plan, or monthly plan price, is better. And I was more satisfied with the picture quality from Exodus, and I'm going to be moving forward with Exodus from now on. I really wanted the X Pro to win. I really did. $30 less per camera. The plan pricing's a little worse on Tactacam, but they still make a good camera. The rest of my cell cams are all Tactacams right now, aside from the Exodus that is out in the woods right now and the Exodus that I have coming. So I think I'm going to slowly be transitioning over. And I want to thank you for watching, and that is the end of the video. I have some archery videos yet to work on, and a pheasant hunting video in South Dakota to work on. I'm not sure if I'm going to make a mule deer hunting video or not. There's not really a ton of good footage from that. It's a lot of GoPro footage, a lot of grainy stuff, a lot of cell phone stuff through a phone scope. It's not really going to make an amazing video. So instead, I might not make a video for that. I'm trying to make the archery videos a little more cinematic. That's why they're taking so long. I promise I'm working on them. At this point, there's a small part of me that's debating waiting and posting them closer to next archery season, but I'm not sure yet. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. We really appreciate you here at Move Outdoors watching the video, and hopefully you're still around. If you are, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And until next time, you're on the move with Move Outdoors.